What's up, everybody? Jason Messer here, editor-in-chief of Cheat Code Central. Thanks to anybody stopping by, checking out the stream, or anybody in the chat, or watching this back in our Facebook feed or on YouTube later on. So how's everybody doing? It is Monday. Don't have a case of the Mondays, but what I do have is a serious case of my Spidey sense. Can't even say it. Spidey sense going crazy. I woke up this morning, found out the new Spider-Man trailer dropped, so I decided to jump on the stream. We're going to take a look at that together. I have not seen it yet. That should be awesome. Then we're going to play a little Mortal Kombat. It's going to be a quick stream today. I need to do some grinding for my Mortal Kombat character to unlock some things. So I think I'm going to play through some towers to try to get some gear unlocked. So how's everybody doing? Be sure to hit me back in the chat, and I'll answer any questions or comments you have live. Watched Game of Thrones last night. No spoilers. I will not spoil anything. I will just say that it is a very divisive episode. A lot of people did not like it. I thought it was great. I probably liked it better than the battle at Winterfell with the Night King in the last episode. Personally, for me, I always enjoy like the drama part of Game of Thrones the best, like the Game of Thrones, like the game part, which has to do with the people and the drama, and like to me that was my thing. I always liked that the most. So the battle part, which I mean it was cool, don't get me wrong, but I liked last night's episode. I don't think it's spoilerish to tell you that there were two major deaths, and people are flipping out over them. They're like losing their stuff, and one of them was, I guess you would consider, a surprise. So that's as far as I'll go without getting into spoiler territory. So make sure you watch that. I will say that there was a thing on social media that my wife shared to my page, and this is not spoilerish, but apparently in the opening scene, if you watch on the table next to Jon and Daenerys, there is and I thought this was a fake Photoshop thing, so I didn't pay attention to it at first until it showed up on like TMZ and all these other things. There's a Starbucks cup sitting on the table. So if you haven't seen it yet, or you're going to watch it back again later, because it's like my wife and I, we always watch the previous week's episode like right before the new one, so we get it twice. So when I go back and watch it again, I'll definitely have to check that out and test it to see if it's there. But yeah, it's legit because the TMZ's covering it, everybody's covering it. There's a Starbucks cup sitting on the table, so somebody's fired. Somebody's getting in trouble. But you know what? Here's the crazy thing. Should they fire anybody for that? Because let's say some production assistant or somebody, the PA was supposed to take that after, like between takes and make sure. Okay, fine. Accidents happen. It's a crazy set, a lot going on. But then the director, the producer, the editors, everybody that worked on that shot in post-production over the course of almost a year, and I know they didn't work on that one shot for a year, but still, nobody else saw it. So they could have photoshopped that out. I could have photoshopped that out in about 2 seconds for the clip. You could just take a little section of the table, you copy and paste it over, you blend it, boom, the cup's gone. I could have did that for free, and I could have did it in about 5 minutes. And I am not a master post-production artist by any means. So it was a simple fix, and nobody saw it. Nobody found it. So don't fire that PA for the next gig if it's their fault, because nobody saw that either on the production end of it. So, like I said, what we're going to do is we are going to watch the excuse me. It is a case of the Mondays. I can't get my can't get woken up here. So yeah, we're going to react to the Spider-Man trailer together, and we're going to play some Mortal Kombat. Now, I will say that there is something that I heard about the new Spider-Man film that, again, it's not spoilerish, so I'll talk about it a little bit, but it's kind of a big thing. It's a big reveal if it's true. But we'll get to that after the Spider-Man trailer. So let's get that all loaded up here. getting it all fixed. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to switch me over here. I'm getting my screens fixed. I want to make sure we're all good before I go over. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so the good news is we have a brand spanking new Spider-Man trailer to take a look at today. Very excited about this. I've been waiting to cover it on the stream because I wanted to react to it with you all, and it's going to be good because I saw the last teaser and I was kind of underwhelmed, to be honest. Like the new Spider-Man movie, I loved Homecoming. I thought that was a great showing for Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. Of course, he was in Civil War and all the Infinity War movies. But I wasn't all that hyped up about this film based on the last trailer. I hope this trailer changes that. I know that it definitely it picks up after Endgame. And I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I did see this like little 5-second intro that we get where they warn you and basically say, look, if you haven't seen Endgame, this is going to spoil it. It's actually Tom Holland telling you, look, go back and watch Endgame before you watch this because it's going to be very spoilerish. Now, we are also going to talk about another spoiler that I recently heard about online, which I'm not going to spoil you. So you don't have to click off. You don't have to worry about that. You don't need a spoiler warning because here's the thing. I heard about a spoiler potentially for the new Spider-Man film, but I didn't read what the spoiler is because I don't want to know. I don't want to be spoiled. But it's a big deal, and it's something we'll kind of discuss generally about, the spoiler, what it could potentially mean, but we won't be revealing it because I don't know. I actually don't know what the spoiler is, so you'll be safe there. But let's actually take a look at this and see what's up with Spidey. So let's watch it together. And remember, guys, if you haven't seen this yet, or if you're watching it for the first time with me, I always encourage you to go back and watch it again by yourself, because I'm going to be talking over it and reacting to it. So yeah, definitely go back and check it out again on your own. But let's take a look here.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but
Tom
if you
Holland.
haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching.
Oh, I seen it.
Some serious spoilers about to come up. But if you have seen Avengers Endgame,
I have.
Enjoy the trailer.
It was awesome. Go watch Endgame, guys.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Hey, they got the Iron Spider suit still.
Yeah, I miss him too.
Okay, so they're talking about.
Done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after.
They're talking about Tony's sacrifice. So he's having to deal with that.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
Oh, snap.
Keep up the good work.
Oh, snap.
I'm going on vacation.
So you gotta love that they brought the attitude back for Spider-Man, the punk attitude.
I don't really want to talk to Nick Fury. Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him.
Nick Fury.
You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
That's funny.
What's up?
I love that they brought Happy into this. That he's like the leftover mentor. Obviously, the Far From Home title, going to Europe.
You're a very difficult person to contact.
Ooh. Nick Fury just showed up anyway.
It's Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world, Beck, is from Earth, just not ours. The snap hole in our dimension.
Ooh.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
Oh!
You're coming with us.
That was the spoiler that I heard about. So they straight up said it. They introduced the multiverse in this.
Unavailable.
And he's got his old suit back, by the way. There's another Spider-Man.
You've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I'm geeking out right now. I know this is completely unprofessional.
My trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel.
Oh, so never mind. That looks like that might be the same. That's Peter in a different suit.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
I know they're trying to introduce the whole Mary Jane Spider-Man thing here, but I think that's going to get buried in this. This is way too epic for that.
Sometimes people die.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger.
Yeah, this looks awesome. Okay, I'm pumped. Remember what I said before? I'm pumped now.
Are you going to step up or not?
So this looks awesome. I wonder what's up with the new suit. Why did he have to put the black suit that looked like the steampunk suit on? Because that's not Black Suit Spider-Man from the symbiote. That's different.
Gotta get you guys out of here. Get on the jet. Who are you? I work with Spider-Man. You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man. I'm assistant to the regional manager. That's awesome. July 2nd. Boom. Okay. Wow. So, let me take a second to digest that. Jeez, old Pete. Gotta look up something here real quick, guys. Hold on. That was insane. That was epic. I don't even know what to say. I'm half speechless. Okay, so I started the trailer off telling you that I was not that pumped for this film. Wow, was that a stupid comment to make? So in true Marvel fashion, they rolled with their A game again. They're going to be rolling out another awesome, not only Marvel movie, but specifically a great Spider-Man movie this summer. I'm so excited for that. That looks great. Now, okay, so I told you I was going to talk about something at the end that was spoiler related, but I didn't know what the spoiler was. So we have to talk about it right now because the trailer just did it for me. And it also revealed what the spoiler is that I had heard, which I guess now it's not a spoiler, because if it's in the trailer, and you can't call it a spoiler. So the Marvel movies are now introducing not only. Okay, so do I want to say this part? Okay, so this might be a little bit spoilerish for the end game. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it because I feel everybody knows that time travel is in Endgame. That's not a spoiler, right? So I'll take it on faith that that's not. People aren't gonna like cut my head off in the comment section. So Marvel has not only introduced time travel, they've introduced finally the concept of the multiverse. And you have Jake Gyllenhaal's character with Mysterio, who's a bad guy in the comics that Spider-Man fights, and I'm assuming something will happen here where, you know, they turn on each other or something, but that's surprising. They actually look like they're allies. And with him jumping over from the alternate reality and the idea that now you open up all these possibilities for not only all these other Marvel characters that they can introduce that way, you can bring back characters that have died, but you also can have different versions of characters. That means that, you know, this could bring in. Is this how they're going to bring in Fantastic Four? Is this how they're going to bring in X-Men to the Marvel Universe? Could they potentially bring in the characters from the current films? Like, could we see a Hugh Jackman jump over into the Marvel movies and it's explained away because it's the multiverse and because there's so many different versions, anything can happen in the multiverse, and that opens up so many friggin' possibilities. I'm blown away by that. Now, I know I should be commenting on some of the other cool stuff we saw. We still get the Iron Suit Spider-Man. It looks like at some point he gets back into his classic suit from Civil War. He gets into the black steampunk kind of suit. I'm not sure what version of Spider-Man that's actually called. It's not the symbiote suit. It's like the black suit, steampunky kind of thing. It's the Spider-Man Noir, whatever that's called, or whatever that series is from. We also know, and it's in the image right here, right there, that he has the black and red version. So we're going to see that. So that's like 4 or 5 different versions of the spider suit that we're going to see. Are we going to see? I thought for a second that we're going to see an alternate version of Spider-Man, which they just did the multiverse animated Spider-Man movie, so that kind of brings that into play. So there could be other Peter Parker versions out there that maybe he interacts with, or that sets that up for new films. They're going to play up the Mary Jane and Peter thing. They're going to try to develop that. I didn't like the idea when we talked about Far From Home and him being overseas in Europe and everything. I thought that was going to be weird. I didn't think I was going to like that, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a problem at all because they're going to put so much Marvel into this film. It looks like it's going to be awesome. I'm freaking out. I love it. They got Nick back. This is 5 years after Endgame, I think it is. And if you watch Endgame, you'll kind of know why that's important without spoiling anything. So this looks great. This looks awesome. I will see this opening weekend for sure. I was actually not sure about that. I didn't know if I cared to see it opening weekend because I was like, I don't know what they're going to do. I'll be there in this Spidey hat for sure. I'm I'm so excited, guys. Yeah, this opens up so many possibilities. Did I say anything about Nick yet? I don't even care. I'm going to say it again. I love seeing Nick back doing his Nick Fury spy thing. That's awesome. And this opens up so many possibilities, because what I had read, so I think it was some postings from Superhero Hype, maybe on social media, where they essentially, they tease the spoiler. And I don't think they knew what the spoiler was yet either. Maybe they probably did, because like I said, I didn't read that article because I didn't want to know what the spoiler was. But I thought it was a leak, and I guess they could have been referring to the trailer that was leaking, that they knew a little bit about what it was going to be showing when it came out today. I thought it was a leak from the actual film, but since they put it in a trailer, then it's fine. But yeah, their tag was, if this spoiler is true, this could change the Marvel Cinematic Universe forever. It completely changes the game. And they were absolutely 100% right, because the trailer introducing the multiverse blows the possibilities of what they can do in phase 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just keep on and on. It just, with this one trailer, I think Marvel has essentially shown us that there is no end to the possibilities of what they can do with these films now. A lot of people saw Endgame as wrapping up that 10-year arc, but Endgame is clearly just scratching the surface of what we're in store for in the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward. I'm so excited. That was awesome. Spider-Man. I'm a Spider-Man fan, not like that much. I mean, I always liked the original films, but I think Andrew Garfield got a bad rap. I didn't love those movies, but I don't think they were as bad as everybody made them out to be. But these look good. These are good. Well done, Marvel. Marvel is doing its thing. Man, that was good. All right, so let's jump into some gameplay here. Gotta get the old Mortal Kombat fired up. So yeah, guys, if you watch that with me on the stream, be sure to hit me in the chat, and I'll react to any of your thoughts or questions or comments in the chat live. But yeah, Marvel knows what they're doing. Marvel knows how to make a great movie. I thought that they had kind of... I thought epic. I thought Endgame was as epic as a Marvel film could get. But this is right up there. I mean, the fact that they were like, look, multiverse, anything's possible. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, there's so much they could do with that, guys. It's ridiculous. There's so many so many movies. They are never going to stop making Marvel movies now, ever. The only way they'll stop making it is if we kill it. We will have to snap like Thanos, and the only way we will do that is to stop going to the box office and buying tickets. Endgame, I think, is on its like $2.5 billionth made or something over the weekend. So yeah, we are going to be the ones that have to kill the Marvel films if we want them to stop, and they're never going to stop. Which is fine by me. They're awesome. Well, let's play some Mortal Kombat. Oh, that's not right. Let me get my Elgato up here. There we go. There we go. So we are going to be grinding away at the classic, not the classic towers, the Towers of Time. So I am still on my quest. If you watched our other video last week, where we were trying to unlock items in the crypt for Noob Saibot. He's my main. I love that character. Did not expect to like Noob Saibot at all, or really any other characters. I assumed that I would just main Scorpion all the time, because that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years. Or Smoke, who's very Scorpion-esque. But Noob in this game is awesome. Now, I used to play Noob Smoke back in the day. Was on either Deadly Alliance or Deception. I can't remember which it was. But the Noob version in this game plays very similar to Smoke from back in the day, because he has his teleport slam that you can really throw people off. You can catch people off their guard pretty easy, especially if you do it in the air, or you can jump in, fake a jump in kick, and then go into it. Try to get them to counter one attack, and then do the teleport slam. It's a lot of cool possibilities. Plus, he has a lot of I don't want to say easy combos. His combos for me are not long. I haven't looked up any long chain combos on YouTube yet. If I want to get competitive, maybe I will later, but I typically don't like to do that. I like to just kind of figure things out for myself. So his combos are short and sweet, but he has a lot of different variety of things, so I try to change it up so I don't just chain combo all the way through it. So, but anyway, long story short, Noob is my main, and so I'm trying to unlock all his gear. We got that 500,000 Dragon Coin patch update a couple weeks ago, which we did cover on the channel. Be sure to go back and look at that. You get the details for that on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and like the video, share it, and all that good stuff. But yeah, the problem with the crypt is it's randomized, so you can't really find exactly what you're looking for. Some of the items are actually not in the crypt, and they're also not in the story mode, which I've finished. So you literally have to grind through a lot of the towers, because NetherRealm Studios really wants you to focus in on the tower system, because that's where a lot of their monetization is happening and the microtransactions. And like it or not, that's just the business model that not only they are using, that's just how a lot of gaming works now. And that's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but that's what we got to deal with. So, and I'm not going to buy any coin packs, or I'm not going to try to buy anything. So the other way to do it is to just get the gear you want, get the unlocks you want. You just have to grind through the tower system. So going to Towers of Time. Now we're going to go over here to the top left. Now here in this top left spot, if you haven't, get over there. If you haven't seen it already, up here in that top spot, that's where your custom character tower would be. Meaning, if you want to grind a specific character and unlock specific stuff, you can unlock this slot and you can load. I just went through puberty there. You can load your character that you're trying to grind for in that spot there, and then it'll give you towers for that. Now I've already completed stage 1, so we're now on stage 2 for Noob, and we're going to try to get some more gear. I actually I have a couple skins unlocked already for him that I like. I already have the skins I want for the character. What I need now are his masks. He has a lot of really cool masks and variety of things that I want to unlock for that. I want to have 2 or 3 different appearance alts. I'm going to do a couple different customization slots, pretty much with the same setup as far as move-wise, but then I can bounce back and forth between his different looks. And sometimes you're stuck in a match, like in the ranking, where you do like 1st to 3, so you can't change your character. So I'd like to be able to at least have the option to do different looks, if you can do that. Or just, you know, if I'm playing the same guy over and over and he wants to keep doing a rematch and one rematch and one after another, I'd like to have a different variety of things. And maybe even you can also change it up where they each skin and each look has a different intro. It has a different things. There's a lot of cool customizations for it. So we're gonna grind away at stage 2 tower. The first thing we have to complete is this one. Now, what I don't like about the towers, it's almost, I don't mind grinding a little bit, but these towers are very grindy, because you notice you can't just beat one tower and then jump to the next one. So you have to not only beat the last tower, so that's always a prerequisite for the next tower, but then it'll have like another prerequisite that you then have to go back and grind through or buy packs to help you unlock them. So like this one, the next tower is hammered must be completed, which that's this tower. So hammered is this one here, because this is an outworld tower. You can see the boss at the top is going to be Shao Kahn with the hammer. You have to beat that one, but then you also have to have 100 soul fragments to unlock it. So you have to have both. Or like this one, you have to have completed the last tower and then have 250 fragments. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think I'm going to get that many fragments in this one tower. So am I going to have to go back to a different tower for a different character and grind that away? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm not too happy about that. We'll see how it works out.
Noob Saibot.
But I think for the stream today, we'll grind this tower. We'll see how it goes. Now, also, if you haven't seen the game, if you hit X, you have all your consumables, which adds different items to the map, and it makes it, or to the match rather, it makes it easier. I don't really use these a lot, to be honest. Like, I will load them, and then I don't even remember to use them in the match, and I kind of find it annoying that you have to keep doing it for every fight. Now you can do it for single fight or the whole tower. So I'll go in here and see if I have, like, what could I use here? Increase the damage dealt by blood, increase damage dealt by energy, additional rewards by performing a mercy. I've never done a mercy, by the way. Somebody did one on me, but I didn't even know you could do that. Bonus awards per fatality. Okay, so I'll load that. So I'm gonna do a fatality every time. I've unlocked all of Noob's fatalities, so that'd be cool. Alright, so we'll just grind through these 3, and then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll see how many soul fragments I get just on this tower of these 3 matches. Hopefully I get enough to unlock the next one, but I think I'm gonna have to go back and grind some stuff elsewhere, which I'm not thrilled about that.
Do you collect souls?
And I just unlocked that new intro last night where he jumps through the portal. It's not the one I want. The one I want is called Warped or something like that. But it's really cool that they give you these options to change things up. Because there for a while I had the same... Oh crap, I'm in a bubble. What is that, rain? That's his rain thing. Yeah, Rain is. They have all the classic characters in here. Like the ones that are on the roster, they'll have like options to help you out in the game. But what I was saying is like it's cool that they give you these different customization options for like unlocking intros or doing different things, because it keeps it fresh. Because there for a while I only had 1 fatality unlocked, and that was kind of a bummer. Oh, missed my fatal blow, but that's all right. I got it anyway. Yeah, there's an intro that I want, which is called Warped, and he jumps through these different portals, and it looks really badass. It's awesome. Oh, I was late on my slam. Alright, I'll give you guys an example of a really cool combo. So, if you kind of combo Noob's moves together, you don't even really have to know any of the button-based combos. Like, for instance, watch. So I have 2 enhancements available here. So I'm just going to jump in, catch him with the slam, jump in again, slam him. See, that's a 9-hit, 334 hit point combo, which I think is that's probably about 30% energy. As far as, you know, being able to knock out their health. And it's very easy. It's not combo based at all. It's kind of more old school style Mortal Kombat where you had to combo the special moves together before they introduced the combo system in Mortal Kombat 3. So for instance, Mortal Kombat 2 was a lot of like jump in moves where you would delay the kick long enough to recover, and then while the person was still in the air you could also hit him with a special move. Katana had a fan combo that was similar to that. Jax had an air grab, he'd do a backbreaker, and you could jump in. If you delay the kick long enough, you'd kick him, and then I think if you hit block, is right after the kick, he'd grab him in the air and do a 2-hit backbreaker jump-in kick combo. That was always really cool. So yeah, old school folks like us, we didn't have the dial-a-button combo always. I mean, I don't hate on the combos like everybody else does. A lot of people don't like that system. I don't mind it. I mean, I got used to it, and it does add some extra flair to the combat, but I mean, I bounce back and forth. I'll do short little combos, but then I'll also do the special move combos as well. Because to me, that's just that's how I got started. That's how I cut my teeth.
First Sub-Zero.
Kuai Liang is a poor copy.
He vastly improves the original.
Round 1, fight.
And with Noob Saibot, the thing about him in this game is they really played up the idea of him being like a wraith, which I always thought was really cool. And it's very... He's very, what do you want to call it? Lord of the Rings-like. I'm being very cheap in the corner right now. But he's a... Oh, he got me with the fatal hit. I don't mind being cheap in the corner when it comes to the CPU. I just try not to do that on the line, because that's kind of crappy. But yeah, they made him a kind of like a ring wraith from Lord of the Rings. His voice, his whole attitude. And he has a lot of really cool gear He has one mask and outfit that kind of goes with his ending, which I won't spoil, but it's kind of like, it looks like the Witch King, and I thought that was really cool that they're doing that. And so I'd like to unlock that and a bunch of other ones. Brutality, boom. Yeah, I'd like to unlock a lot of the later ones, but it's hard to keep track of where you can actually find a lot of these. Now, some of them are in a crypt, and it's just impossible to find because the chests are randomized, and last night I actually had to spend about... I think I spent like 60,000 coins resetting the crypt because you have Chronica's time element integrated into the crypt, where if you pay for a certain amount of coins, or if you use a certain amount of coins to reset chests, you can go back and unlock them again, and there'll be something different in there because there's only so much space on the island, but they have to give you a lot more because there's so much to unlock. So the way they got around that is after you unlock a lot of the big stuff, which I just ran around unlocking the bigger chests, you then have to reset them so you can go back and unlock them a second time. So that's how they got around that space issue.
I inflicted.
Then you will serve.
Round 1.
Alright, so this is basically like the boss fight for this tower. Shao Kahn used to be the bane of my existence back in the day, but now that they made him just a regular roster character, he's not really that intimidating, I gotta be honest. I say that as he's breaking my back and kicking my butt, but he'll hit me with a fatal blow here if I'm not careful. Yeah, so I remember back when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, because I think I played that when I was, let's see, so Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo, that would have been about 93. So yeah, I was only like 10 years old. So you could imagine playing against him at 10. That was intimidating. Not so much now. If I'm careful, I may go flawless victory on him right now. Oh, he did, oh, what was that? Smoke did some kind of... do a brutality on him. There we go. Smoke did some kind of teleport thing on me where it drops me out of the bottom.
Noob Saibot.
But yeah, he was intimidating back in the day, especially for a 10-year-old. But he was actually legitimately hard. He was kind of cheap and very hard to beat. But then they had to, of course, tone that down when they got him on the main roster as a regular. So we got through that tower fairly quickly, so we'll see what we ended up with here as far as unlockable stuff. How many soul fragments did I get is the most important thing. So we got 45 soul fragments, which is way under what I need. I need 100, I think, for the next tower, and like 250 for the one after that. So that sucks. That really sucks. Let's see what the rewards are. 18,000 coins, I'll take that. I'll go unlock a chest with that in the crypt. We might do that real quick before we jump off. But yeah, so that's a bummer. Like what am I gonna do now? I have to go, I guess, to another tower. I have to go back to one of these towers and grind through these and find one that's gonna give me additional soul fragments just to continue on. I gotta say, guys, I do not like that. Like, I don't mind grinding a little bit. I'm not gonna grind a ton. A lot of people I see online doing YouTube videos or talking, they grind the crap out of this game. And I'm not gonna grind any game that much. I'm sorry. I'm an old fogey. I'm too old for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Just the other thing too is I just don't like to grind in general. Even if I was a young whippersnapper like you people, I don't think I would want to grind that much because if it becomes frustrating, if it becomes too much like work, I don't want to do it. These are games. So they should have given me a good option to get around that, because now that tower's locked up. I'm going to have, just to continue on trying to unlock gear, and again, I don't know what gear I'm actually going to get for Noob at this point. I don't know if I'm going to get any of the masks that I want. Even if I do, I don't know if it's going to be the ones I actually want. They may give me some masks, but it may not be the ones I'm looking for. There's 2 or 3 specifically that I want, and I'm willing to grind the towers, but I'm not willing to grind elsewhere just to unlock those towers. You see, like, it doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, to be honest. That might be a little too grindy for me. The other thing is we can check the store to see if anything's featured, because a lot of times they will feature certain items that you can buy with coins, and I haven't spent any of my time gems or time stones that they give you from the drop, because I knew I wanted to buy some stuff. So let's see. Premium shop, what's featured? Kodokan skin, Kano skin, Scarlet intro, Baraka skin, and Jackie. Okay. Unlockable gear. Yeah, so there's nothing there I can want to get. So that's kind of a bummer. I'll have to figure that out and see if I'll have to figure out what's maybe a good option to try to figure out how to get around that grindiness. Because if you're going to ask someone to say, okay, look, if you want this gear, you have two options. You can either grind the towers or you can buy unlockable stuff in the store. That's fine, I guess, if it's somebody that just has no time for the game or doesn't have any patience for grinding and they want to say, look, I want to skip over any grinding of any kind and I'm willing to pay for that. I'm okay with that. But if you have somebody like me who's willing to put in some time to grind, you should give them a path to do that. Don't then lock me up to say, okay, now you have to grind double just to do this one tower. Because even if I went back and I guess I could, I don't think I could replay that tower because I think they lock it once you're done. So I think they force you into one of the other towers, and so that means I'm going to end up having to maybe play with a character I don't want or do some things I don't want to be doing. Frankly, I just want a Noob Saibot helmet. It's like I want the one that I saw in the customization screen. That's all I want. I don't want to spend 10 years grinding away trying to find it. So that's kind of a bummer. But what are you gonna do? I'm still having fun with the game. The game is still, even if I don't unlock everything that I want, still a great game, guys. Buy Mortal Kombat 11, play it, rent it, borrow it, do whatever you got to do. This is a great game. It's fun. The online is fun. The online is competitive. I'm gonna warn you. It's if you get against someone who's pretty hardcore, the competition in this game overall is pretty stiff, and they throw you into online matches based on your level. So sometimes I get matched against people that are pretty evenly matched, but some people just it's ridiculous. They punish you if you miss, if you don't hit your combos, or if you whiff on something, they're gonna punish you. And if you do that a couple times, you're screwed. So you gotta really know what you're doing to play on some of these online matches. But the alternative to that is if you don't want to do the matchmaking side of it, there is like a lobby that you can join, and they have different rooms, and they have custom rooms. And a lot of people will, especially, well, at least on Xbox, a lot of times they'll have like a beginner's room or an intermediate room where you only have people in there that are lower ranks, or people that are kind of not, they're not like 50 and 4. They're people that are just average players. And then the other thing is you don't have to play against anyone. In the matchmaking, you have to play against whoever they put you against, or decline it and just keep declining until you get someone that you feel comfortable with. But with the lobby, you can either be challenged or you can challenge other people. So if you see someone that looks like they're more evenly matched, you can challenge them to any fight style, 1v1, or you can do King of the Hill, or whatever the case may be, whatever you like. So it also gives you an option to play the game style you like too. So the game really gives you a lot of good options as far as that goes, and it's definitely fun to be able to not be locked into one thing. And you know what? Before I end the stream, we're gonna spend this 30,000 coins that I have, because I want to go unlock a couple things in the crypt just to do it, and then we will wrap up the stream there. Because I have 32,000 coins, and I've been unlocking any treasure chests that are 10,000 or above. So we might be able to do at least 2. We're going to do at least 2, I'm sure, maybe 3. So we'll see. And like I said, I just reset the crypt using Chronica's deal, but it cost me like 60,000 coins, and I think it reset about 30 of the chests. So let's run around until we find a couple big ones again. One for 6. That's not big enough. 6. This is a Shao Kahn chest. That one's 5. Find one here in a second. I want to find a couple. I need to get back out to the main area. So I'm in actually, I'm near Goro's lair here. This is 1. This is 5. This is 1700. Find something good here in a second. 2000, 2700. And you just gotta keep searching. Eventually you'll find something. I don't do at least one. I want to get at least one big one. I might save the rest of the coins for something later. I need to reset a lot. Okay, here's one for 14,000. So let's see what we get here. Go on, be something good. Be something good. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's good. It wasn't a skin, but I got a 15,000 drop and a 10,000 drop. So let's see. 15 plus 10. You can carry the 1. I think that's 25,000, right? That's 25,000. Yeah, that's math, kids. Stay in school. So yeah, we can open a lot more if I could just find some big chests here. That's what she said. 5,000, 1,800. I'm really close to unlocking this room, and I don't know what's in there. And yes, I know I could YouTube it. I'm sure it's already been unlocked like at 20 seconds after the game launched. But I like to do it on my own. I like to be surprised. That's what this game used to be about. Mortal Kombat used to be all about surprises. So you need 3 pieces. It's the heart of the one being. I already have the mind and the soul, I think is what the fragments were. So I still need the heart. And then it should unlock. Not sure what's back there. I hope it's something cool. Also, I found the 250,000 Dragon Coin chest the other day. And it was Dragon King's Heart forge item. I haven't forged anything yet, by the way. I have to do that. But yeah, I found a huge chest that was hidden in the swamp area in the Dead Forest. And that was crazy. I mean, it cost like 3,000 soul fragments just to lift it, and then 250,000 to open. And I didn't even open it because that was actually all the coins I had. It was right after that DLC drop. And if I did that, I wouldn't have had any coins left to open anything with. Yeah, that's crazy. I would love to see them now. I know it's just skins in there. I know it's just like a big version of another. It's just a big version of a regular skin drop, but still, to me, the opportunities there, because again, Mortal Kombat used to all be about. It used to always be about secrets. That was the fun thing about Mortal Kombat. So I hope that they implement some things like that later. Once the game has been out for a while, and as a way to refresh it, if they drop a patch that maybe puts some secret stuff into like the crypt, or you have to do certain things, because this is the most expansive version of the crypt we've ever had. And as you can see with this character running around, it's a lot like an RPG. So they should really take advantage of that and make it kind of into an adventure-y kind of thing. Because I would come back and play the crypt. Even if once I'm done with it, if they introduce some things like that, I'll totally come back and play, because that's fun. Now here's a Shao Kahn case. It's going to be very expensive, I'm sure. Just check it out here. It's 250 hearts. Well, never mind. I don't even have enough for that anyway. But usually they have some really good loot in there. I was going to spend a big chunk of coin on that. Alright, so we're coming back up top here. Here's the Hall of Champions. Let's see if some of these chests up here were reset. There's usually some good chests up here. I'll run back behind here. That never gets old. That's always fun. See, I hope they do something with that too, because people just running around spearing people, that like the hanging people, just for fun, and you get a heart or two. It's also a way to grind hearts. But like for people that have done a certain amount, that would be cool if they do something unlockable. I'm having a hard time finding any of the big chests. I'm wondering if, I wonder if the reset that I did... Okay, here's one. Okay, so here's 12,000. And here's 6, so we'll open this for 12. Come on, give me something good. Okay, so recipes. Ooh, and skip fights. Ooh, then that's handy. The skip fights are very handy when you're grinding. I had 3 before. I've had like 6 total, I think, but now I got 5 more. So when I finally do unlock a tower, if I'm not really interested in playing the tower, I'm just trying to grind through it, that is very handy. Now, you can't grind through the end person to finish the tower, but if you have a tower of like 6 people, and you can't skip the last one anyway, so if you use all 5 of those, you could wipe out an entire tower and just play the one match at the end, and it saves time, and it's a lot less frustrating if you're just not interested in grinding. Not a lot of people are. That's just not their thing. Here's 2,000. Let me run down here. I'm gonna run down towards the forge and see if I can find a couple big cases. If not, we'll call it a day. Just wanted to spend some dragon coin money. What's this here? Maybe not to unlock that. I don't have all the items yet unlocked yet either, so there's some things I haven't even had a chance to explore yet. 1,000, 1,600. 7,000. That's pretty close. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do the 7. See if there's anything good. If it's character art, I'm gonna be pissed though. Nothing. Okay, so an icon and a consumable. Not very happy about that. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We're at this area here where I don't think a lot of people have. I haven't seen a ton of people doing this, so we'll show it to you. So this is this little shrine here, and I know the first time I ever did this, I got a really important item. It was something to unlock an area of the crypt, where it's a shrine, and it says pay tribute to the gods, and you can actually dump coins in here, and then it'll give you items. Now, I don't actually know what you would get if you dumped a bunch of coins in here now that the unlockable's already done. I know you get some consumable stuff. But, like, I have 22,000 coins right now. What if I just dumped them all in here? Like, what would it give me? Well, let's find out. I will do it just for you guys. Just for you folks on my stream. I'm going to waste probably 20,000 dragon coins. So you can mark it here, 22,000. Okay, so I have 22,623. I'm going to put 22,000 coins in here. See what we get. It's like Vegas, rolling a slot machine. Come on, be something decent. Be something decent. Item unlocked, Shrine Award is an icon and a background. And they're not even good looking. Wow. Okay. Well, that's the thing with MK11, guys. It is a little bit. It's not a little bit. It is very random. Very random indeed, and there's no guarantee what you're gonna get. And I know they put the randomness in there to make the game more, it ups the replayability factor, but when you're somebody like me that is very specific, like I'm specifically focused on a certain character, it makes it kind of rough to keep coming back and not knowing if you're wasting your coins and your time to do that. I wish that I think, because I'm not big on buying DLC stuff that's not story-based DLC. If it expands the story and the experience, or if it's an item that legitimately makes the game overall better, or unlocks something that I don't already have that matters, that I'm okay with. But just buying cosmetic stuff or things that probably should be unlockable in the game already, at the very least, I would like to have the option to say, okay, if you don't want to grind for certain things, if you just want to spend $1 or 99 cents on this specific piece of gear that you're looking for, I'd kind of like to have that option, because my time is probably more valuable to me than that 99 cents. And I'd be willing, if you just give me the option just to buy it straight up, and you'd still make money. I mean, you'd still make my money. And I'd probably spend more than 99 cents if you could give me, like, basically all the gear. Like, give me a loadout for Noob Saibot that has all or most of the stuff I want, I'd probably pay a couple dollars for it. Maybe even a couple dollars for maybe Noob and a Scorpion loadout, and to be able to have what I want. So I wish they had that option in there, because this is a little bit, it's a little bit too grindy for my taste. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to unlock anything else, to be honest. It's so random and just the luck of the draw. But I think we'll end it there, guys. I've had fun. Again, we talked about the Spider-Man trailer earlier. Definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it already. I'll probably still be playing some Mortal Kombat here. I think the next time we may just jump into some online play. And just have some fun playing online, because that's what this game is all about. So thanks for anybody stopping by in the chat. Again, you can like our page at Cheat Code Central on Facebook, and you can follow me on all social media at Jason Messer. Appreciate everybody checking out the stream, and we'll catch you later, guys. See ya.